Hi guys, my name is Maurice. I'm the CEO of Abundant Revenue. We're a full service marketing agency that handles every form of marketing, particularly specializing in social media marketing. First and foremost, I really want to take the time out to congratulate you guys on being action takers and getting this far along to this video. Most people aren't disciplined enough to follow through on things they start. As you'll see, I do not have a long or fancy presentation here. I just want to offer you guys as much value as I can in a short amount of time. Time is our most precious asset, and I want to respect yours. You guys may or may not be doing some of the things I'll show or talk about, but either way, if you aren't, this will be a great learning curve, and if you are, there's always room for improvement. What gives businesses the social media edge over their competitors in their niche? Well, for a business, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're not on Facebook, that's your number one mistake you're making when it comes to social media marketing. If you are on Facebook, not being effective, engaging enough, interesting enough, promoting your brand properly and strategically, that's also your second mistake. Well, let's start with Facebook. As you can see on the screen, Facebook has over 1 billion active daily users and is second only to Google. Throw in Twitter and Instagram, who are right up there in popularity with Facebook, not as quite equally in terms of popularity, but they each have at least 75 million daily active users. This offers a unique branding opportunity for any business in any industry you might be in, whether it be you a lawyer, mechanic, chiropractor, restaurant, whatever your business niche might be. This offers a great platform to separate yourself, distinguish yourself from any local competitors in your market. These platforms, among others, such as, Snapchat, Google Plus, offer entrepreneurs, business owners, small, medium, or large size businesses an opportunity to attract new clients, engage with your current clients, and offer them your services and products in new, streamlined, easy to access on an easy to access platform. This all leads to branding. And talking about branding, when you're talking about social media platforms, be it Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google Plus, you name it, there's certain things as a business owner you have to take into account. Just having an account, a business account on one of these profiles, and doing what everybody else does by reposting, posting random stuff, taking random images from left and right and publishing on your thing that you think are interesting, doesn't mean you're being effective, doesn't mean you're pulling in the clients you should be getting, increasing your engagement. And one thing we do with clients we work with, we use something called a VIN score, as you can see on the screen. And basically what this is it stands for value, rarity, inimitability, and being non-substitutable. We basically, on a scale of 1 to 10, for every single video content or picture content published on a client's social media platform or marketing platform, we rate every single thing individually on a scale of 1 to 10. How much value, how rare it is in comparison to their competitors, how inimitable it is, how non-substitutable it is from, and again, comparing them against their competitors. And on average, you typically want most of your posts, 80 to 90% of your posts, to be come out to an average score of 7 or higher. That's a post, that's a content that's going to be engaging, that's going to be interesting, that's going to build interest and a lot of intrigue in your brand, which also is providing your customers with massive value. And that's how you can convert them and send them over to your sales funnel, which we'll be talking about in a little bit, which is basically a website, but we refer to the website as your sales funnel, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But when it comes to this, an example of the VIN score, I'll keep it very simple. Let's say you're a restaurant owner. It's easy to take a picture of a food off your menu. It's easy to take a great picture and publish it on your Instagram account. However, how many other of your competitors are doing the exact same thing? You're offering nothing of massive value, nothing that's so rare, nothing that's not substitutable with some other brand. Countless other brands actually out there if you're in the restaurant niche. However, if you flip that around and just made a couple minor tweaks, like taking a picture of one of your chefs when they are putting the final touches on a customer's meal, dishing it out to the plate, that shows adds a different layer and element. Now, that's something you don't exactly see all the time. People post pictures of food, drinks, their restaurant as a whole, but that offers something more intriguing that gets customers going, I wonder what's going on here. Maybe I'll look into this a little bit more, So you always want to have that in mind. And the more rare what you're posting is, the more difficult it is what you're posting to be substituted by a competitor, the more hard it is to be copied, the more value you give, you're always going to have the upper hand. Now, given with time, people catch on and would probably try to copy you once your results start to improve. But in the meantime, you always want to brand yourself as being that exceptional, unique brand that can be easily identified. Additionally, you want to publish distinct and consistent content to connect with your audience. This is how you build trust, reliability, and value. You must keep this at the forefront of your mind every time you want to publish content. It's not about your interest, it's not about anybody's interest other than your customers, what they want. Period. It always has been and always will be. Now, you have to understand the different platforms. And talking about that, we have a couple listed out here, a lot of statistics and different ways you can use these platforms. For example, Pinterest. This is a platform that has over 70 million users. 80% of them or more being females, ladies. So let's say you're an entrepreneur or a small, medium, or large business owner, and you have products or services that are specifically for women, or your primary client base, customer base is women, you most likely need to be on Pinterest. And not just being on Pinterest, you need to be on Pinterest and be engaging. How do you get engaging? How do you build brand trust? How do you build brand reliability? You do that by using the VRIN score, averaging out, getting the high average of 7 or more on every single one of your posts to provide value, rarity, inimitability, and being substitutable. I'm sorry, guys. That's how you separate yourself from your competitors. And for the most part, you would be surprised how many of your competitors in such an industry that you're catering to the female population are not even on Pinterest. So that gives you a double upper hand. So not only do you need the VRIN score, you need to be consistent, publish consistent data of what your fans and followers want to see. Going on to Twitter, this is a massive, massive platform because it gives any brand, any business, any entrepreneur in any industry the opportunity to engage with your highly qualified followers, who are basically your highly qualified leads for your business, and interact with them, build rapport, build friendliness, build brand friendliness, brand openness, which at the end of the day helps and makes it so much easier to convert these leads, fans in on your Twitter account, send them over to your sales funnel, your website, and convert them into actual paying customers. Going on, when it comes to Instagram, we've talked about Facebook a little bit. We'll get back to Facebook in a little bit. Talking about Instagram, now this is where at times it may be hard to distinguish yourself on the scale of a VRIN score. But using the example I gave about the mental example I gave basically about a restaurant posting a plain image of a meal on their menu and the image with the chef dishing the food, putting the final touches. You always want, when you're on Instagram, it's all about aesthetics, beauty. You want to be able to have the best, most creative, brand focused pictures out there that can separate you. You want people in the long run, in the long term, to be able to see a picture on in your local market, to see a picture on Instagram and go, oh, that's this restaurant, oh, that's this lawyer, that's that, without having to look too much further or see you exactly the business owner. That's how you know you're on the right track when it comes to branding. Google Plus is a massive, massive platform because most businesses, quite frankly, that most clients we've worked with, quite frankly, weren't even using this. And then we basically get on there and show them. You have to realize Google Plus has had Hangouts, which is basically their version of Live, even before Instagram Live, even before Facebook Live. But most businesses don't even use it, haven't been using it, and it gives you an upper hand in the sense that, let's say you're in a services business, you offer services. Using Google Plus and your followers, you can set up intriguing educational hangout sessions to promote and explain specific services you offer rather than the broad overall theme you may have on your website and, oh, we offer this and this service. You can use that as an opportunity different days of the week, for an example, to get on there and explain to your customers, oh, for this particular service we do, this is what makes us unique. This is what makes us different from our competitors. This is what makes us have the best service in this sense. And then you do another one, and so on and so on. And you break down, it gives you a massive, massive tool you can use to engage with fans. And again, it has over 300 million active users. Not that many platforms beat it other than Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, I think Snapchat. So these are things we need to keep in mind as business owners, particularly when you're branding yourself, marketing, and most importantly, looking for new leads. The website. From now on, I want you guys to stick with me for a second. I want you guys to think of your website as a sales funnel. I know you don't typically hear that on a daily basis, or maybe even at all. Maybe you haven't heard this at all. But your website needs to be, you need to think of it as a sales funnel. This is where you either get a sale immediately, whether you're selling a service or product, or you get customer information to follow up with them for future sales. This will lead us to the email list, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. But other than your website being considered a sales funnel, there's certain basic characteristics in today's business world that you have to consider. It doesn't matter how small your business may be, whether you're a solo entrepreneur, a large business, your website additionally needs to be mobile optimized. I'll show you an image example in the next page of what I mean mobile optimized. But it needs to be mobile optimized simply means when most internet users, over 80% of internet users today have a smartphone, meaning most of the traffic you're going to be getting to your website is going to be via mobile devices. If that's the case, when people come to your website, it needs to be mobile optimized. They should have everything within the frame of their screen. They shouldn't have to be zooming out, sliding right or left to read one sentence. Everything should be fully customized normally and naturally into that screen. If you don't do this, a recent statistic that came out said businesses are losing 50% of their leads who come to their website right off the back from whichever other platform you may be funneling them from, be it Facebook, social, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it might be. And if it's not mobile optimized, you're losing 50% of your leads right off the back. You don't want to be responsible for that. This is something that can be fixed pretty easily. And lastly, one of the most basic things you additionally need on your sales funnel, which is your website again, is it needs to be conversion optimized. This loses more leads than even the mobile optimization issue. Because let's say, for example, you're a lawyer. What it means to have your website conversion optimized, I'm just going to give you guys an example and like a free tip. And you can apply this to whichever industry you're in. If you're a lawyer and you have a website, what are the primary things customers, your clients need from you? Is it your phone number to call your office to set up an appointment? Is it your office hours? Is it request an appointment tab? These things need to be as visible as possible. People shouldn't have to come to your website and spend 20 seconds, 30 seconds to search and find these things. As ironic and as trivial as that sounds, people are very impatient these days. You're losing. The statistic on this was about 65% of your leads if your website was not conversion optimized to your niche, in your industry, to your market. Because when customers come there, they specifically have a particular intent. You don't want to be responsible for wasting anyone's time and getting them bored with you and having them basically leave your website and you never get that business lead converted into a sale. This is the example of the mobile optimization, just in a brief image. The image on the left is mobile optimized. Everything fits into that screen. All the customer needs to do is scroll up, scroll down. Everything's there. On the right, that's a perfect example of something that's not mobile optimized, that makes you lose clients, 50% of your clients. Because, I mean, people come there, they have to slide left and right. They may be missing certain things, not getting the big picture of something you're trying to show. It may be difficult. A lot of things are out of proportion in terms of links and widgets and things like that. It becomes very difficult for clients to find things they need very easily, and that leads to you losing leads as a business owner, which you really don't want. Going back to Facebook, I'm going to offer you guys some value and insight here. And this is one of the most underrated strategies out there, because most of your competitors are either not using them, or if they are using them, they are not using them correctly. But for the most part, they're not really using them, which gives you a massive advantage, whether you're a solo entrepreneur or you own a medium, small, or large size business. Why is it a massive advantage? Well, Facebook, for starters, let me give you a little breakdown of how a business Facebook page works. So for every post as a business, on a business page, when you post on your business page on Facebook, Facebook doesn't allow that post to be seen by more than 5% of your following, your audience. That's just the way the Facebook algorithm is set up. Don't ask me why. You'll have to talk to Facebook about that. Now, how can you bypass that and get more exposure? Facebook ads, which are very cost efficient. And more importantly, Facebook ads give you an opportunity as a business owner. For the most part, you typically have an idea who your ideal customer is, who your average customer is, and it gives you hyper specific targeting options, be it demographics, age, location, where you can target customers on your Facebook profile, on your Facebook business profile. And at the end of the day, the goal is always to funnel them to your sales funnel, your website. Because it's one thing to have a nice ad, it's one thing to be putting up a strategic, efficient ad that is engaging and getting people intrigued, interested. But you want to funnel them over to your website where you either get the sale immediately again, or you get their information where you can follow up with them. Additionally, and finally, on Facebook ads, a lot of businesses do this and are not aware of it. When you're launching promos, contests, giveaways in whatever brand or industry you may be in, Facebook ads is massively, enormously helpful. And if you know what you're doing and know how to strategically promote these promos and giveaways, you're going to have so much engagement. And most importantly, you're going to collect highly qualified leads via emails in this contest, giveaway, or promo, whatever it is you're doing, which at the end of the day, the email list for any business in any industry is basically the most valuable asset any business can have for marketing. And you may go, why? For those of you who already understand this, just stick with me for a minute. The email list is still and has been for the longest time running the most effective form of marketing. I mean, these are highly qualified leads who currently need or may need your services or products in the future. This offers your business another source of revenue for your business other than your daily business sales. You may ask me how. An example would be we currently have a client, an e-commerce client that does thousands of dollars in sales daily. We help them set up a contest giveaway slash promo, and ended up, to keep a long story short, we collected about 1,500 emails, and we just wanted to test it out to show them, to prove to them how valuable their email list is down the line the longer they keep building it. And basically, we set up a sale for them for one day, 20% off everything in their store. We sent out the email to these clients on the email list who had highly qualified. They're first of all highly qualified leads, and they legally opted in, put in their email, and we're not spamming them. We respect them. So we sent this email out, and for the day we set the promo slash contest giveaway up for, our client's revenue jumped over 20% that day. And that was the first time we ran that type of promo contest giveaway. With the first time we also collected email lists for them, and we collected about 1,500 emails. And they saw that massive jump, and then they were beyond intrigued, happy, and looking forward to learning more about this whole thing. And we've been doing our best to show them and explain to them and hammer it in how they shouldn't, and we will not let them neglect their email list. As a business, it is just about the most valuable asset you can have in any industry. This kind of just offers a overall picture of how much it costs to run social media ads. Like Google AdWords, to reach 1,000 people costs about, on average, $2.75. LinkedIn ads is about 75 cents to reach 1,000 people. And Facebook, that I was just talking about, how advantageous it can be if you know how to work it, gives you about 1,000 people reach. It gives you access to about 1,000 people on average for 25 cents on the dollar. It doesn't get any more cheaper than that. And Facebook ads are very, very effective. Overall, on internet marketing, just to keep this brief for you guys, you may or may not know about some of these things. Search engine optimization, which basically involves ranking. So with search engine optimization, this is critical for your business because it builds brand authority and trustworthiness long term, because you get free ranking on Google. The better you are at optimizing your website, mobile optimizing it, conversion optimizing it, SEO optimizing it, publishing engaging content, blog posts, and so on, you naturally, Google, there's a lot more advanced strategies I'm not going to get into here. This is I could do a whole webinar on just SEO, going into detail on the different things and how you can tweak different things on your website, your links, backlinking, and so on, where you get free ranking from Google based on how valuable you are, how distinct you are in your niche. Which is, you may ask, how is this important? Well, the first place customers go when they want to search a business in any industry, for the most part, is Google. Remember, Facebook is only second to Google in terms of search. In terms of searches, customers go to Google, which is the number one in the world for searches, and they search you in your local market or search certain keywords. Let's say you're in the restaurant pizza niche. People go pizza near me, pizza nearby. Those keywords, if you're ranked very efficiently and properly in your local market, once those are typed in, you're going to be the highest or one of the highest on the first page of Google, which offers massive, insane lead conversion, because these people come to your website, and even if, again, just like we talked about earlier, even if they don't make this sale even if you don't make a sale immediately, you're collecting the information to follow up. You put them in your email list, you're gonna convert them. For the most part, you're gonna convert them. It may take a month, it may take 6 months, it may take a year. But the point of building this list is it's reoccurring revenue, another source of revenue if used strategically and wisely. Google Ads are basically SEO on steroids, I like to say, because basically all this is you pay for certain strategic words in your niche. And trust me, this is a whole broad topic of its own, because I can get into detail on how you can watch your competitors, figure out what words they're using, and improve on that, and basically outsmart them to have your business website, your business links put literally right at the top of the first page of Google, even before the SEO organic free ranking by Google. You pay for the Google ads, you get put right on top when certain keywords that you purchase, you pay for, are typed in and searched by customers, you get put right at the top, which offers you massive brand exposure. You're right up there. People are naturally intrigued and curious to wonder, and they click on it. And again, email collection, lead conversion, making the sale, whether it's right then or in the future. And that's how you keep your business going. In summary, email marketing, I had to bring this up again just because this is the holy grail of marketing. It is still the most effective form of marketing with clients. You may put ads on TVs, newspapers, wherever you want, but at the end of the day, your email is still the holy grail of marketing. Your email list as a business. So never neglect this. You always want to be collecting these emails and trying your best, tweaking and improving your strategy on how you can funnel people, get people to your sales funnel, to your website, which you get them to your website. Again, I know this might sound repetitive. It is repetitive. I just want to hammer this in you. At the end of the day, the ultimate goal on any platform as a business, whether you're on any form of social media, Facebook, Instagram, any other marketing platform, LinkedIn, Google, whatever it might be, the ultimate goal is to get people to your website, because that's your sales funnel. That's how you stay in business. That's how you offer your services, sell your products, offer your products, distinguish yourself, and most importantly, that's how you get leads via email collection. YouTube is very critical and very essential for most industries, even though most industry businesses and entrepreneurs are not using them, or if they do use them, they're not using them effectively. So this offers you obviously a long form marketing platform for free to put content out there. And primarily what you want to do is use this as an opportunity, just like I had mentioned earlier, the Google Plus and doing Hangouts. If you have a service, you want to show yourself, have videos of you offering that service if possible. Doesn't have to be the whole service. You can streamline the whole process. Or if it's a product, you want to have a video of you, showing how the product should be used and why it's better than everything else your competitors offer. This is how you distinguish yourself, distinguish your brand. And these are just free tips and examples on how you can leverage YouTube. And again, overall, just talking about social media platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, and so on. Again, distinct and consistent material. Distinct and consistent material. You don't want to publish once a month, twice a month, once every 3 months. That's not effective. And again, keep this at the front of your mind. It's about what your audience wants, not what you're interested in, not what anybody else is interested in other than your audience. We always talk about LTV, lifetime value of a customer, when we're dealing with clients who are starting off with us, who have been with us for a while. And this is critical because as a business owner, you need to be thinking long term. For example, let's say you're a chiropractor, and on average, just I'm pulling numbers out here off the top of my head. On average, let's say you get about $100 per visit per client. Let's just say for one particular client, you get $100 a visit, and they come in once a month. So that's 12 times a year. Right there, you're making $1,200 off of this one client. And let's say you somehow, on average, in your industry as a chiropractor, let's say you keep this client for 5 years. 5 years at 1,200 off of one client you made in 1 month of business, you're making $6,000 in the lifetime value off of this one customer. You always have to keep this in perspective because a lot of business owners, clients who may be new to marketing, are not comfortable with the whole online marketing, lead generation, or marketing in any sense, kind of get worried. And it's a fair issue to be concerned about when people are, when you're spending money marketing and you feel like the amount of money you're spending per month, per week, per day, you're not seeing results, you're not getting results. You must always think LTV, lifetime value of this customer. If you're getting, think about it, that's just one customer. If you keep them for 5 years and they happen to come around once a month at $100 on average for every visit, every transaction you make with them. What if you got two customers? What if you got five customers every month, five new customers? What if you got 10 new customers? You kind of have to keep that in perspective. And for the most part, most of the clients we've worked with, they are aware of this, and we just do a better job at re-emphasizing it and telling them how they can basically improve their leads, gain more leads, and realize that LTV is where it's at, because these are the customers that are going to stick with you. Like, given everybody's not going to stick with you, but most of your customers, if you offer an exceptional product, service, and to those business owners out there who have these, they know what I'm talking about. When you have a certain level of loyalty from customers when you offer exceptional products and services. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. And lastly, like I said, I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible. Sorry if it hasn't been, but I'm just about done here. And working with Abundant Revenue, these are some of the advantages you get with us. You get 100% in-house internet and social media marketing management. We've been trained with, and we currently work with, and have been certified by some of the world's best social media marketing experts. I'm talking about people like Neil Patel, Ty Lopez, Joe Soto. These are some of the best guys out there when it comes to social media marketing. So a lot of these guys work with Fortune 500 companies, helping them, consulting with them, and we work directly with them even till date, and have been certified and work with most of them. We still do work with most of them, and we'll continue to work with most of them in the near future. We have one mission at Abundant Revenue. We always keep this at the forefront of our mind when working with every single client. Our mission is to acquire new customers for you and help you increase your revenue. Given some customers do want us to do more, some clients want us to do some extra additional things, which is fine. But at the end of the day, our mission is to help you acquire new customers, new leads that you can convert into paying customers and increase your revenue. We give you a strategic, customized social media marketing plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And most importantly, as a business, especially as local businesses located in just a particular location, city, county, whatever it may be, you want to have local brand awareness. So on the social media and in marketing across the board. And you want to dominate that market. That's how you distinguish yourself. That's how you brand yourself and command most of the market revenue in your niche. If you guys are interested in how we can help you in your business today, I want you to click on the box right next to this video to schedule your free 1 hour strategy session with me. Follow the remaining steps, and I look forward to talking to you. It's time to take your business to the next level this 2017. I'm happy for you guys for sticking with me so far. And again, congrats on being an action taker. Let's do this.